Okay, got it. Namaste to everybody and a warm, loving blessings to all. And today we're going to start with a prayer. It's a very special topic on journeying to the past to heal the present. Journeying to the past to heal the present. So let us close our eyes and take a deep and full breath in. Try and sit up straight, comfort the shoulders, and just take good, deep, full breaths in. And release. You can release through your mouth or your nose. Deep breath in. And gently release through the mouth or the nose. Once again, a deep breath in. And release. And as you take the next deep breath in, pay attention to yourself, your body, your mind, your whole being, as if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're standing opposite. So there's one self sitting in the chair and there's another self standing opposite. That's the higher self, the Atma. It may have the same body, but it is the higher self. Set the intention that the higher self, the supreme self, is in front of you. And as the supreme self is in front of you, let us deeply honor this supreme self, the higher power, by chanting the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuva Swah Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayam. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayam. Om Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayam. We pray to the higher intellect, to the supreme energy, that may our purest state of being illuminate, brighten, so that we would be able to make wise, healthy, powerful decisions going forward in this life. We pray for all beings on this planet to have hope, strength, courage in whatever situation may be placed before them. We ask the divine blessings on Mother Earth to send this vibration to all beings, however small and however large they may be. And may their beings be in bliss, joy, and peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as we bring about peace in our own being, peace in the world, peace in each other. Today we look at the past so that we heal the present. Now, it's very important for us to understand that when challenges, difficulties, and problems arise in our life from some situation, some event, some person, then sometimes it may even occur in childhood, far back as the beginning of your life, but it still stays with you right this moment. So in order for us to grow to the greatest heights that we wish to grow, we need to go back and heal that area of our life. Therefore, in order for that to happen, we use the process of forgiveness. So simply, what is forgiveness? Now, everyone may have different definitions of what forgiveness is. Broadly speaking, from the dictionary perspective, forgiveness is to cease to feel resentment against an offender. To cease, to stop feeling any form of resentment, hate, irritation, frustration against an offender. Now, basically, to forgive is to let go of the situation and not constantly be disturbed by it. We cannot possibly forget certain circumstances because it's already happened. It's in our memory. We know about it. But when we think of it, then we do not become overwhelmed, perturbed, and disturbed. We know it's a situation that's occurred. And if the thought comes, it flows out. It doesn't stay and keep you locked in resentment, hate, anger, aggression. So in order for us to really strive to our ultimate peace and freedom, we need to consciously be aware of all that has happened in our life and at least be willing to say, I let go of this. I forgive myself if I was the perpetrator to myself. If I was the cause of pain to myself. If I am creating more and more pain unknowingly to myself because of the past. So when you journey to the past, you pick up those incidents that really has an impact in your life today, that it's role playing in your life in some way because it hasn't healed from the past. And yes, the process can be painful, but the process can be healed. Anything is possible in life. There are possibilities that are unlimited, and you've got to trust in it. Now, physically, we accept that. We even believe and trust it's possible, and we find some very chronic illnesses has healed in people. Great shifts has taken place because it's something we can see, we can attend to. But where we have deep problems is mentally and emotional. The deepest healing that needs to take place is at your mind and your emotional level. And if that heals, you find that your body becomes easy, your mind becomes free, and you become happy and you strive for greater heights. Your goals and aspiration become so much bigger, so much stronger, so much higher, because you're not delving now into this muck of the past, of the some incident or event that kept you in a painful situation. So you are pushing yourself up now. You got so much more energy, you got so much more zest, and you're grabbing more time to gain higher consciousness. Therefore, it's so important for you to journey to the past to heal the present. And releasing all from the past that we're feeling stuck in. So we find that the journey, there's a program called The Journey that is pioneered by Brandon Bayes. And one of her core healing techniques is the forgiveness, going through the layers, letting go, going to cellular level and healing. Now, she found in her own journey of life, she had cancer, a huge basketball-sized cancer that had grown into her tummy. And when she discovered this, she was utterly ashamed, embarrassed. Why? Because she did everything physically healthy. She was an alternative therapist, she was a nutritionist, and she did everything by the book. But yet, she had got this tumor. And the doctors had told her that she's have to take this out, otherwise it's going to crush her organs. I'm giving you a very, very brief history. If you have time, you can go on to the link, The Journey, and read the ebook and this process work there as well that could help you. So when she discovered that she had cancer, she pleaded for time from her surgeon. And she said, I want some time so that I could go to the root of this. I'm not going to just accept that this cancer has come from somewhere, because she was in the alternative field. She was searching, she was deepening in her process. So she was not going to just stop and say, okay, I'm going to just cut this off and throw it without knowing the reason. She wanted to know why she manifested that cancer. So she began to go from one modality to another, trying to find the answers. And one day, she was lying on a massage table and she had given up almost because she's tried everything. But what she did, and this is the most important part, she surrendered, complete surrender and letting go of saying to the universe, I have no answers anymore. I completely let go and I surrender. When you're saying that, that means you completely fall into this most unknown zone, completely letting go. And just lying there. And when she was lying there, a flash of memory came past from a childhood. Again, it's going right back to the childhood where she was molested and a lot of violence was in her home. And she recalled the anger. Although she thought she dealt with the anger, it was stored at her cellular level. And then she went into the deepest level of letting go and dropping through the emotions anger, rage, frustration, irritation. Down the layers she came until she came to a safe space of source or light and healing. And then she began to wash all that up into her own freedom. And she realized that she hadn't forgiven. So she created the campfire process where she invited her mentors, she invited people that hurt her and created pain and suffering, and she went into this complete process of forgiveness. Therefore, it is absolutely important that each of us understands that each day we live is very precious, and we must take the maximum advantage of the time we have in that day. This day, the 16th of January 2024, will not repeat itself in your lifetime again. It's gone, it's finished, the time is over. Knowing the very importance of time, we should never waste time persistently, consistently going and delving into the negative. Now, why this happens is because we haven't healed, we haven't accepted, we haven't grown. So for 2024, as we are in the first month, coming almost to the end of the first month in 2024, isn't that amazing? That we make a concerted effort to say, do I want to take 2024 forward with all my baggage from childhood, teenagehood, whatever situations that you may be carrying from some age in your life? This is the choice we make. We could sit and blame everybody, blame all the situations, all the people that hurt us, brought us pain, brought us severe hurt, and whatever. We could do that. And we could spend the rest of our life until we breathe the last breath. Or we could make a deep, concerted effort and say, I wish and I'm willing to heal me. I'm willing to help me become the best version of me. And in order to do that, I'm willing to release this past using the tools of prayer, yoga, meditation, breathing, whatever spiritual practices that you may engage in, asking for deeper and deeper understanding and letting go. That's the choice you can make. So at every step, actually at every breath, the biggest word that we have to understand and implement is choice. And we all have choice. We all have choice to do whatever we wish to do. That is how special and unique you are. And each one of us have the same power within us. Some of us choose to tap it, gain the best, shift the consciousness, and go to higher heights. And some of us wish to sit there, complain, and create chaos, doubts, fear, and uncertainty, and live with that. Everyone right now on this platform, into the entire universe, is blessed by the divine spark. Accept that and smile that you have that divine spark and you are no bigger or smaller than anyone else. Therefore, use that spark to shine your light and not your darkness. So, everyone, if you're ready, we could go into a short process that could help us identify, be willing to shift from the past journey to a future healing, wholesome journey. Okay, take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Gently, slowly let go. The next deep breath that you take in, go to your mind and your heart and check in, what is it, either from the present or from the past or from your childhood, that keeps on playing in your mind from time to time or every day. A deep breath in and deep release. Settle the whole being. Sit still. Now invite a higher being. The higher being could be angels, your masters, your mentors, your gurus, your teachers, God, whoever it is that you feel that you have total faith that would assist you in the process of letting go, of healing. And create this beautiful energy of fire. Fire is transformative energy. It's transformation. And as you're sitting in this beautiful ambience of light, love, transformation, bring to your mind's eye and invite that younger you that experienced whatever you experienced, that hurt you, that pained you, that troubled you, that, made your life miserable. Invite that age that you experienced, that younger you, to the campfire. And all those that needs to be present. Also, invite the present day you. All of you are sitting in this beautiful ambience of this transformative energy, transformational energy of the fire. Acknowledge this energy. It is an energy within you, around you, the energy of heat, the energy of passion. Pay your obeisances, your respects, thanking this energy to help you in your healing process today. As you sit there, I'd like you to put up the scene of whatever happened in your life that troubled you the most. Choose one major incident up on the screen. And as you do that, you're feeling all that you're feeling. Knowing the scene fully. And shutting the screen and bringing your attention to yourself. And ask yourself, firstly, as you looked at the scene, what were the emotions that arose? Are you willing to live with those emotions throughout your life? What were the thoughts and memories that arose? Is it still troubling you today in your present life? Is it present here? And what are you prepared to do with it? What are you prepared to do with the situation? So take a deep breath in, make a choice. Are you willing to let go, or are you willing to hold on? Choice is yours. If you're willing to let go, then take a deep breath in of courage. And your mentor is giving you the blessings of strength and energy to make a choice of letting go of this raw, hard past. And as you feel more sound, more stronger, look at all those that created this chaos in your life. And deeply ask yourself, are you willing to forgive? If you are, then in your mind's eye and heart, speak out how you felt about what the other people, persons, or situations did for you. So empty out all that pain, all that struggle, all that feeling of uneasiness. Empty it all out. The campfire is supporting you. Your mentors are supporting you. And all the qualities that you have taken is supporting you. Just take a few moments and go deep, deep, deep. And as you empty out, look at the expression onto those perpetrators, we call them, or problem causers. Look at their expression. Remembering at the back of your mind that forgiveness is not about condoning anybody's behavior. It is about finding peace and love to dissolve your own issues so that you clean your slate. And as you've emptied out, listen to the response of the other individual. And whatever their response is, are you accepting it, rejecting it, or still feeling that it's unfair for this to have happened? Now, as you feeling maybe it's unfair, maybe it's overwhelming for you, think of the process of karma. We have come into this life, this individual or individuals have come into our life, and whatever has unfolded, it's either to learn a lesson, to grow from some situation, and to shift to a newer space. You could look at it and say that whatever I may have done and not done to you, I am prepared to ask for forgiveness. And whatever you have done in this present state in this life, I am prepared to forgive. Past is over, and let us move forward with a new, clean, healthy relationship. If this is going to help you, then look at it from that perspective. Taking deep and full breaths. If you're feeling that you need support of your mentors, your masters, go closer. Feel their strength, their energy to help you heal the present. Deep, deep, deep and full breaths. And send out the deepest prayer today, that may all the hurt, pain from the past is resolved and dissolved in this healing energy of the fire. Take those memories, take those thoughts, take those situations, and throw it into the fire. The past is over. From today, we cut the energy cord of hurt, pain, suffering. See your mentor taking a scissors or a weapon and slicing off this cord of negativity that was between you and the other side. Throw it into the fire. Get a sense that it's dissolving. And as it's dissolving, every cell in your being is rejuvenating. It's becoming healthy, whole, complete. And as you look at the opposition or the people on the opposite side, decide what is it that you want and how is it that you want to see the situation. Make a commitment to grow to greater heights, releasing the past and blooming into a new consciousness for the future. As you do this, thank the mentors, your masters, your teachers. Thank everybody. Most important, thank yourself. That the past that you have created, maybe not even in this life, in past lives, is coming to an end. There's deep forgiveness on both sides of the end, and there's absolute togetherness and peace. Thank this energy of fire and allow that to disappear. Deeply pay your gratitude to your mentors, masters, teachers, and with their blessings, gently and lovingly, allowing all those people to kindly move on to their journey. Rubbing your hands, you can open your eyes. Today is another precious day, a very beautiful day where we would live it with joy, love, and peace, healing the past and creating a new future, a happy one, and moving closer to the journey of the self. can all open your eyes. You all are beautiful. Put your cameras on. And you can comment. Now it's your turn. You can make your comments. Any questions?
Minaji, what do you do if a person is irritable? How do you move forward?
Sorry?
If
I
a
didn't get
person is irritable, when you speak to them, even if they haven't done anything wrong, they're just irritable. How do you move forward with that?
Okay. So every time you speak to this person, the person is irritable?
Yes.
Okay. So before you speak to the person, right? Before you approach that person, you program your frequency. I am peaceful. I am loving. My communication is clear, healthy, truthful, and happy. My communication with this person is peaceful. So before you have to even approach this individual, you got to start working with yourself and programming yourself to say that I am peaceful, I'm a loving soul, and I communicate peace and love. I communicate from that frequency. So whoever this may be, could be a family member, a friend, or however you're communicating, you begin to mentally and emotionally raise your vibration. The higher your vibration is, the better the communication is going to be.
Okay.
Right? So when you have already, and this is going to take you time to get into, because remember, if a person before you becomes frustrated and angry, what happens? If your frequency is low, if you're operating at a lower vibration, you're going to become equally and even more angry and irritated. That is where all of us falter, right? So whenever we are approaching people that we know are challenging, that may tell us something that we may not like or are irritable and angry, remember they are in a very painful state. Firstly, you got to accept that. Anyone that's irritable, angry, upset, agitated, for whatever reason, got nothing to do with you. It's their own pain and own emotions and mental capabilities that they can't handle. Therefore, it's coming through that way. This is the first thing. It's got nothing to do with you. Nobody can go and frustrate somebody else. Frustration, irritation, anger is inbuilt in that person by their choice. Right?
Thank you.
So I remember one day I was on the practitioners program for the journey. And that whenever we had the program coming up, a session coming up, I found that a lot of issues started coming up, for me. All people experience that because naturally it's coming up for healing. So that day, it was the first day of the seminar. And when I attended, so I asked the question. So she used to be there and say, okay, so what is coming up, or ask a question or whatever. And I asked, so why is there so much of anger? So the question was, who stuck the anger in you? See, we are our own being. The anger is inside of us. It's got nothing to do with the other person. The other person is only a trigger. They are triggering off this anger in you. They are telling you, actually, they're helping you to show you that this is the degree of anger that is stored in you. If you studied your Bhagavad Gita, and your Bhagavad Gita is teaching you so nicely that anger is a gateway to health. Right? It is a gateway to health. So if people are triggering something like anger, irritation, and frustration in you, then you have to work with that and not them. They may be saying and doing whatever, but how you react to it is dependent on the level of your consciousness and your frequency that you operate at. So if your frequency also has anger and irritation, then that's what the reaction is going to be. So there's a clash. But if you raise your vibration and you are vibrating at a high frequency in a knowingness, in an awareness zone, so no matter what somebody is saying, you will know immediately how to react, because that person you know is operating from a low frequency level. Why should I bring my frequency to that person's level? As simple as that. Hence, working with each day, this is why it is a process of alerting ourselves and raise. All of us have to do it. We have to work at it. Right? Your frequency you can raise it through quietening the mind. Every day I practice in my workshops, and I teach this 5 power minutes in an hour. Every hour you check yourself and your frequency. You raise your vibrations through yoga, meditation, mantra chants, and grounding, all processes that's going to take you closer. So if you have a lunch hour, or even at home, for 5 minutes, go outside. Without your shoes or socks, step on the Mother Earth. Say affirmations. This picks up your frequency. I love, respect, and honor myself. I am operating at a high frequency. Chant a mantra of your choice. If you like to chant Om, and Om raises your vibration and you connect with it, go ahead. If you like to chant Ram or whatever deity that you worship, you could go ahead. That is what's going to raise your frequency, your prayer, your intention. So 5 power minutes in an hour, take it out in a day, raise your vibration, and stay at that frequency. Set an alarm that every 5 minutes in an hour, it's your time for you, for your soul charging to take place. And that's how you're going to raise your vibrations.
Thank you.
Also, connecting with the right people. Good association is very important, right? So if you're going to connect with low vibrational frequencies, people in the mundane zone, angry, upset, talking all negative things, then that frequency is operating and that whole atmosphere is polluted. So you going there with a low frequency, you're absorbing that energy. You know, there's a ritual that we do when we ever, especially in Hinduism, when you go to attend funerals, generally it is stated that you come home and take a bath, right? So why do we do that? We do that because, remember, we went into a zone where people have been very depressed, sad. There's a lot of pain that's released in that atmosphere. When you're stepping into that atmosphere, you're an energy body. You're absorbing that, right? So do you want to carry that all the way, all the time to bed? Or do you want to release it? So releasing it is taking a salt bath, taking a good bath, putting on fresh clothes, and, so on and so on. So, I mean, you should know all the rituals that you carry out and why it's carried out. So one of the reasons is you're releasing that energy, through water. You're washing it off. And when you are having a tough day, or it's a hot day, in the evening when you take your shower, Your shower is releasing that energy. You feel refreshed, you feel whole, you feel good. That's your vibrational frequency. So nature, being in nature raises your vibrations very well. So if you're feeling down, you sit among plants and trees, breathe in, breathe out. Nature is so compassionate and kind that she takes all our carbon dioxide, all the negativity, absorbs it, and rejuvenates that and gives us back pure oxygen. Look at the compassion. So sitting among trees or being among your animals, all of this raises your vibration. Yeah. Any other questions on
Thank
this
you.
subject? Just a minute.
So when we take this 5 power minutes every hour, do we say something to empower ourselves, Meena ma'am?
Yeah. You could say an affirmation that you want to, what is it you want to change in your life? You look at it. Say, for example, you have been feeling unwell on your physical level, right? Your energy level is low and you're not feeling good. So the question is, do you want to stay in that frequency, that vibration, that state, or do you want to uplift it? So if you want to uplift it, then you go ahead and you say a positive statement to yourself as you were sitting before yourself. At the very beginning, when I started off the session, I said, see your highest self before you. And then you do the same. You say, I love, respect, and honor you. The body is healing. My body is healing. You charge water. Therefore, the energy of water, you take a tumbler, chant a mantra in it, and say a positive word. It raises the vibration and set the intention that as you're drinking that, it's detoxifying your mind, your body, your spirit. So in so many ways, you are raising your vibration. Can you see that? There's so many various ways for you to raise your vibration.
What was the name of the lady you said who cured herself of that illness and you got an
Brandon
ebook?
Bays. Brandon Bays. I am a journey practitioner, by the way. If anybody wishes to have a personal journey, they could contact me personally. And it's a long process and it helps you with emotional release, cellular healing, forgiveness, and so on a one-on-one basis. It's only done on a one-on-one basis. You can't do it in group sessions. Really, it was a very miniature experience.
May I say something,
Do you
please?
charge for that?
Yeah, that's the process that we do. Yes, that's a charge. And therefore, you need to connect with me one-on-one and we can chat about it, whether you're even ready.
May I say something, please?
Yes.
I just want to ask, then if someone is talking about negative, I mean, because you can say nowadays children are working hard and they are having exams or other things. And sometimes they can't do very well. And then they are just upset and negative. They're talking attitude, I might be fail, I might be not, I haven't done well. If you say, why you are talking like this? I mean, talk positively. Don't think that way. How can you make them calm down to go on positive side, not to think about negative again and negative? They say once, twice, then it's okay, but they carry on that it's, I don't like it.
So you got to sit them down and have like a heart-to-heart chat and say to them that each individual born on this planet is very special and unique. And we have our own abilities, right? If we want to achieve greatly, like example, in the exam, if I want to achieve 90%, then I've got to put in enough work to do that. And I can't expect to get 90% by cramming the work the night before. Am I right? I've got to plan myself properly. I've got to give it the dedication, time, the energy, and go into understanding each aspect, and I will achieve. So achievement is not about just, studying and getting an A. It is a process. Every day you've got to sit, you've got to take your time out, you've got to plan yourself, and you've got to achieve that aspect that you plan to study. So when they are speaking negatively, then you can do either one of two things. You could send them positive energy through your heart center, through your being, through your prayer again. When they do distant healing, this is what they do, right? The person could be in the next room or next to you, but they may not know, because they may be somebody that's always talking negative. They is gone continuing. But if you want to help them, then you send out the prayer that may the divine illumine the intellect. So if you see the Gayatri mantra, therefore you need to understand these mantras. The mantra teaches us that the divine power helps us to illuminate the intellect. And on his or her, with his or her intention, you chant the Gayatri and surrender this mind to the divine. That may the divine enter this being and help him or her improve the thinking from negative to positive, or to see, or to get guidance, or to get direction. You see? So when we speak about distant healing, then this is the way it's done. It's done with pure intention, full stop. It's all pure intention. And once you look at this person, you don't think what he's thinking or she's thinking, I'm failing, I am not good, I am not good enough. That immediately will tell you this child or this person needs help in self-worth issues. There's huge self-worth issues here. So you start to program constantly. When you think of this person, you send positive vibration. Let's say the person's name is Rita, an example, right? Rita is happy, healthy, achieving, intelligent, smart. So you're constantly from your energy space, because he or she may be very close to you, connect to that person. And that is with the purest of intentions. And that's all. That's a practice you can do. It's like you're praying for other people's well-being, for other people's health, for other people's goodness. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's, you see, one thing we need to know, we cannot fix anybody's life. Nobody's, not even our own children. They may be our children, but we only facilitated their life here. They are responsible for their journey. The only thing we can do is to keep our frequency and vibration quite high with positivity. And that takes a lot of energy, a lot of strength and courage. It takes a lot of, goodness within us to raise that vibration and to help other people. Therefore, you got to help yourself first before you can help somebody else. If you are operating at a low frequency and you crying and depressed about why someone else is failing and why someone else is unwell or sick or diseased or whatever, how are you going to help that person? Ask yourself that question. If you're sick yourself, how are you going to help someone else? If you look at Hanuman's character, he was the rescuer, the hope for Mother Sita. If he crashed and he was totally immersed in the depressed state that Sita was in, then what would have happened to Sita? So in order for us to help ourselves and help others, We have to work at it. There's no way that somebody is going to wave a magic wand on you and everything is going to be hunky-dory. It's not possible. It's all inner work and inner work all the time. Being aware, being alert, being awake. As long as we have this breath, you cannot slip up. And if we slip up, then we must be prepared to face the consequences. When Mother Sita slipped up by wanting that golden deer, she had to be prepared to face the consequences. Can you see that?
Yeah, you're right.
That's it. That's it. Nobody, there's no quick fix. Even the divine energy and such a high vibrational frequency like Mother Sita, when slipped up, had to face the consequences. Whether it was ordained, whether it was destined, whether whatever goes around comes around. It's a boomerang effect. And no matter whether it's Ram, Sita, Lakshman, anybody, they had to face it. Am I right?
Yeah.
So this is the law of the universe that cannot be changed. So we all have to go through whatever we have to go through. We all have to face whatever we have to face. But if we realize that we are responsible and we can raise this frequency, then we also get the grace of the divine flowing more deeply. Yes or no? If you find, let's take this. If you find a child keep on trying to get up and stand and falling down, won't you go and try and help that child, touch the child's hand so that the child feels some strength and stands up?
Mm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
But if you find a child just sitting there not doing anything to start walking, taking his or her first step, you can't do anything, can you?
No.
So until the child is going to try and stand up and fall, you're going to say, okay, just hold my finger here. Touch this. Let me help you. This is the same process.
Thank you.
Okay. All of you smile and let's end the session. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. You're very special. And know that, trust that I am special. And if I have erred, I'm prepared to recognize it. I'm prepared to heal myself. Even unknowingly, I'm having some flack with somebody. Somebody is giving me an uphill. Whatever the situation is, dear divine, give me the courage, the intellect, the power of discrimination to grow forward. So sit up straight. Let us send the deepest prayer out in the universe. Deep, full breaths in and out. Today is a wonderful day.
Today is
where
wonderful.
we recognize the past and we heal the present.
Mm.
I'm a precious soul.
I'm a precious soul.
I'm a wonderful soul.
I'm a wonderful soul.
I am blessed.
I'm blessed
With courage.
with courage.
Strength. And the power of intelligence. Therefore, I choose.
I choose.
To heal my past.
To heal my past.
And move forward.
Move forward.
In love, light.
Love, light.
And peace.
And peace. In love, light.
And peace.
And peace.
Om.
Om.
Shanti.
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 Shanti. Shanti.
Thank you all. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. May you grow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thank you.